Hey guys, it's Luke the locksmith here again, making a short little video about the two different types of deadbolts you can get. You can actually get a few more, but these are the two main types that I sell and use. You can also get electronic ones, which I'll be covering in a video later on. So this top one here is a single-sided deadbolt, and the bottom one is a double-sided deadbolt. You might think they look exactly the same on the outside of the door. This is the outside of the door. They do look exactly the same, but they do work in different methods, in different ways. So obviously, you turn the key and it throws a little bolt, and then same as the top one here. Put the key in, throw the little bolt comes out. But the difference being is on the inside. As you can see, the single-sided one actually uses a turn snib, which throws the bolt like that. And then the double-sided deadbolt, just get the key out, you need a key to retract the bolt, which essentially makes it a deadlock. It gives you a deadlocking feature. This one does not give you a deadlocking feature. They're both technically deadbolts, because what that means is when you throw the bolt, you can't push it back with your fingers. It's actually not movable, so it's a the bolt is dead. That's what that means. Another few things that I just want to point out to you. These are the bolts, the deadbolts that I sell and I recommend. They're called Brava. They're a locksmith brand. You won't find them in hardware shops or anywhere else. There's a few things that, if you don't want to buy one from me and you do want to go down the hardware shop, this is just a few things you should keep in mind when you're buying them. Firstly, let's start with the bolt itself. Some of the cheap ones, they'll just be just a complete die cast one, and they won't have any sort of pin or layering to that. As you can see on my one, it actually has brass on the outside, solid brass, and then right in the middle, it's a stainless steel pin. Not stainless steel, it's hardened steel pin, and that stops you from cutting it or just a bolt just snapping when someone tries to kick the door in. On some of the cheaper ones, the bolt will snap in half when they kick the door in. So that's something that you can look out for as well if you're going to go down a hardware shop and buy that. If you don't, buy my product from me. And then also on this double-sided one right here, you can see there's a hole on either side of that keyway, and down that hole is an Allen key screw that stays within the lock at all times. Pretty important key security feature, really. So especially for deadlocks. So let's say someone breaks into your house and they do it through a window, or you left a window open and they've climbed through. The good quality deadbolt will not only actually cover up these holes, and these ones do cover up the holes. I've got plugs, but I'm going to take this lock apart and reuse it another time. That's why I didn't put the plugs in there to cover up the holes. Just makes it easier for me to take it off. But when you put the plugs in there, it covers up these holes, and you can't reach the screws to undo the lock. So if you actually unscrew both screws, the lock will fall off the door, and then you can just simply use your fingernail or a screwdriver to retract the bolt. So yeah, that's something else that you need to look out for. On the cheaper ones, kind of like the single-sided deadbolt, you can actually see it uses Phillips head screws. The cheap ones, cheap double-sided deadbolts, will use Phillips head screws as well, which can be easily undone and quickly removed. So that's something that you need to look out for when buying deadbolts. Some of the functions and reasons why you want a single-sided deadbolt is storage rooms is a good spot. Any room that you've only got one entry and one exit point, so the same entry and exit point. So just in case so you can't get locked in, no one can lock you in. You can always escape with the turn snip. And then on these double-sided deadbolts, look, they're probably one of the most common locks in the world, types of locks in the world. You probably see them everywhere. They usually have a knob set below them as well. So they're probably one of the, you use them on homes. You can't use them on unit blocks anymore. It's illegal for these to have deadbolts on your unit blocks and on most fire doors as well. So check with the local laws about where you're allowed to have double-sided deadbolts, but definitely on anyone's house or home. Deadbolts are a very common thing and probably a must. If you already have a knob set, then you need to get one of these on there on your front door, back door, side door, and even your garage entry and exit into your home as well. So very important. It also covers all your insurance. These double-sided deadbolts will actually cover your insurance as well. Most insurance companies do require some sort of deadlock on your door, so that's another thing that you might want to check with your insurance companies. So that's the end of the video. It's getting a bit long now, so thank you for watching. If you have any more questions about deadbolts or other types of locks that you would like to see me make a video of, or just any general questions about locksmithing, please leave a comment in the comments section below. If you liked my video, give me a like, that's be appreciated. If you're really keen, subscribe, that'd be really, really awesome. And yeah, that's it. So thank you for listening, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.